What's good? We about to tap into like another court case about Trump and Fani Willis. Let's tap in.
But the breaking news as of this morning, here we go, baby. Georgia Appeals Court agrees to review the ruling allowing Fani Willis to stay on the Trump election case. Oh, it's beautiful. This is a huge ruling. This is a massive ruling. This means that Big Fanny's getting taken to Pound Town because this appeals court is a court that isn't somebody, the judge who made this initial ruling to say that half of Nathan's hot dog, the half of the Nathan's hot dog had to leave the case, right? Had to take his hot dog to another wiener roller. Like, yeah, in case you're wondering, I'm so...
Damn, he got a glizzy in his mouth. Let's tap back in.
Many Fanny puns. I've been waiting like weeks, months to like get all the Fanny puns out, and now it's just open season. Okay, so Nathan's hot dog had to take his hot dog to a different weenie roller. The judge ordered it. He said, "No, you can't do it. You've lied to the court." But that doesn't make any sense because how can you like kick off you? So you say that they're corrupt, but only half of them are corrupt. I don't get that. It's like pissing in the pool. Like it doesn't just like stay in one. So it's like you have to drain the whole pool. You have to drain it all. Yeah, piss in the pool. Yeah, somebody pees in the pool. You gotta empty the whole pool. All right, you rechlorinate everything. So you gotta get rid of Fani Willis too. You can't just get rid of one guy. Now here's the deal: the judge is a Fani Willis donor. All right, this guy's Judge McAfee. He's elected, and so this guy is obviously going to rule in behalf of his former boss. You know, he worked for Fani Willis back in the day. So he worked for Fani Willis, he donated Fani Willis, he's elected position. Fani Willis says she's going to run somebody against him, and so he has all this political pressure. Guess who don't got the political pressure? Oh, baby. The appeals court. This appeals court is appointed by the state, by the governor, and these appeals court judges are not going to have the same, let's just say, confluence of factors that Judge McAfee had in this decision. Donald Trump's lawyer, Steve Sadow, is celebrating this. Steve Sadow, this is why you should get really excited about it. Steve Sadow says the Georgia Court of Appeals has granted President Trump's application for interlocutory appeal from the trial court's order refusing to disqualify Fani Willis, and he has 3 exclamation points. Steve Sadow, interesting dude. We've watched it. He's an incredible lawyer. Let's just say he's not an excitable individual. Okay, we obviously have high energy on our show. He's not an excitable individual. He's very like Donald Trump selected him very wisely. He's like a freight train kind of lawyer, right? Just rolls along the track. If Steve Sadow is using 3 exclamation points in this rule, you should be excited. Phil Holloway is a friend of the show. He's been on the show. He himself is a attorney, crime studier, analyst, and columnist from the state of Georgia. He's very, very smart on these things. Georgia Appeals Court will hear the Fani Willis disqualification appeal, and he includes the order there. Upon consideration of the application interlocutory appeal hereby granted, the appellant may file notice of appeal within 10 days of this order. The clerk of the Superior Court is directed to include a copy of this order transmitted to the Court of Appeals. Boom, shaka, laka, as they say in the highest courts in the land. So here we go, baby. Fani Willis not doing well. So Fani Willis, just some real quick Fani news that we have sort of glossed over because we haven't been getting a lot of news out of Fulton County recently. So number 1, Fani Willis almost fell down the stairs, as you can see here. Fani Willis needed 3 men to carry her down the stairs. What the hell's going on? Wow, it is amazing. It is such an interesting thing.
Yeah, they scary, man. They scary. They they scary as a you know what. So man, you know man. They really scary, bro. Like she was about to bust her behind and fall and have a collapse and a show in front of the people. You know what I mean? Embarrass herself. You know what I mean?
And Ronald Dahl said it best, right? In one of his storybooks, like evil people Like miserable people wear their misery on the outside. If they're miserable, and if they're gremlin-like, and if they're horrible individuals, they all end up looking like Joe Biden. They all end up acting like Joe Biden. Joe Biden and Donald Trump, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but Joe Biden and Donald Trump, not that, they're like the same age. I think maybe Biden's like 5 years older than Trump, but like on a sliding scale, they're very similar in age, all right? They're similar. They could have potentially been in the same high school together. Joe Biden's older than Trump. But look at the way that men move. Look at the differences in the men. Clearly, one man has lived a good life, a life of vigor, and a life of like value, and a life of energy, and a life of kindness, and a life of goodness, and has like buoyancy, and has energy, and can go play golf, championship golf. And then one man, there's a clip going around where maybe Joe Biden took a crap in the White House lawn. We don't know. Like one man can barely make it down the stairs, just like Fani Willis there. Like it's amazing what happens. Evil.
So Biden can't really move. He can't really move. You know what I mean? Like he looked miserable in the office, and he not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like Biden is not doing nothing. Like I feel like they're not gonna have that man in office, man. They're gonna replace that man. Like for real. Like yeah, Biden. He look like he can't even move. He can't even wipe his own self. I wouldn't even be surprised he can't even wipe his own. You know. ASS. But on this serious, I don't really feel like Biden really doing nothing. I mean, if we being real, like you know what I mean, like let's cut the jokes, but you know what I mean. I don't feel like Biden is really doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Like when these people, they're evil. It like actually weighs on them. It breaks their bones. They begin to like crumble. It's fascinating seeing it. And you can see it. Maybe it's a curse from God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like to sound off on those things, right? That's like, that belongs to God. But like, it happens all the time in the Old Testament, right? Where you have these corrupt, evil leaders and they get cursed, right? And they lose their minds. Joe Biden's lost his mind. He's lived a bad life and he's done bad things. And Fani Willis has done bad things. Fani Willis is clearly not of sound mind. And we can prove that to you, okay? We can prove that to you. Fani Willis went on the stand, and we're really looking forward to this. Because Fani Willis on the stand was like the best thing to ever happen. We were live for like, I don't know, ALX. We clocked it in one day. We were live for like 70 hours straight one week with Fani Willis trials. Because Fani Willis, it was so entertaining to watch her do this. So here's what she did. Fani Willis took all his paper, and she had all these like crazy notes. She had notes like you ever seen the bum? The bum at the bus station, and he has like a plastic bag full of newspapers. Like Fani Willis decided to bring that bag up on stage with her, and she started waving them around. She started waving her papers around and throwing them. Right? Like she's crazy, lady. You crazy? Okay, she started throwing her papers. This is what the smartest, brightest brightest legal mind in the country did to defend herself. Watch.
And where, when did he come to, I guess the condo, I'm not sure what you called it, condo apartment, would he come and stay at that condo or visit you there? Visit you there.
What condo, what apartment? I want to be clear.
So not your house. I know you classified one as house and one as condo, so I'm trying to use those terms.
So there's been more than, see, what you don't understand is because of this case, I got to move. And so I
If you could ask a more precise question.
Yes, please, give me the time period.
Mr. Wade visits you at the place you laid your head.
When?
Has he ever visited you at the place you laid your head?
So let's be clear, because you lied in this. Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth, Judge. And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Ms. Willis? Mr. Sano, thank you. We're going to take 5 minutes. We'll be back in 5.
Fani Willis, dumpy, frumpy Fani Willis sitting there with her dress on backwards, with her American flag pinned sideways and upside down, looking like the...
She looked like her she looked like upside down. You know what I mean? She in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Like, dang, she really does freaks out and make a whole episode on court. Dang, that's crazy.
Hot mess. And throwing her papers, screaming, We don't have all the time. Listen, it'd be fun to do a full Fani Willis show. We're ready for it, but like we got way more news to get to. But I gotta let's just do a quick countdown, okay? Quick countdown. We're not gonna play all the clips. We have all the clips to prove it. We have all the clips to prove it. All right. The greatest thing that ever happened in this case was Fani Willis taking the stand, and everybody getting to actually see what a tire fire that lady is. Okay, but here we go. Fani Willis admitted to campaign fraud. Fani Willis admitted to lying before the court about when her relationship started. Fani Willis admitted that she's absolutely already made her decision in this prosecution about Donald Trump, screamed and yelled and hollered, "You're the ones who stole the election," right? Like that she's low IQ, okay? Fani Willis admitted to lying about when she visited the White House. There's another lie before the court. And then Fani Willis, just in her own personhood, was just such a mess. She's not, and we'll get to this with Stormy Daniels, she's not a credible witness. It's not credible. It's just somebody that, you don't believe her. You're lying to me. Why is she, let's do more evidence that she's a mess. Here's an article from the Daily Mail. Fani Willis's wardrobe malfunction while speaking at a Black Leaders event in Miami. Same time there was a debate. There's a Democrat running against her. There's Republicans running against her. Everyone's trying to take her job because she's such a disaster here, and she may get disqualified for a marquee case. Fani Willis has a wardrobe disaster. Let's just say it's inappropriate. Okay, it's inappropriate. Let's just say not a lady. Okay, not very ladylike. Okay, on stage. Pretty gross. So more wardrobe malfunctions. Fani Willis can't even walk down the stairs without help. She's like collapsing. Her case is collapsing. This is what happens to evil people. It's biblical. It's the Old Testament kind of stuff. It's really fun. It's really exciting to see. It's all collapsing. And it's all falling down. If only, there's the last thing we'll say here. If only somebody could save her. If only she decided to choose as her lead prosecutor a man whose face can be found on many piss-stained park benches and bus stops around Fulton County. If only she chose a man whose top legal achievement was getting somebody some money back for stolen speakers and also doing some name changes in the court. If only she chose one of the highest legal scholars ever to be on her team, a man named Nathan's Hot Dog. If only Fani Willis had chosen such a smart man who could answer the single question. And this is really when the case fell apart. Nathan Wade getting asked the toughest question that you can ask in a court of law. You almost feel bad for the guy. Did you ever go?
Yeah, man. It look like he hiding from it, man. Like he just trying to defend her every position, every you know what I mean? But the real is gonna see right through it.